information online, i.e. can you upload stuff, textures and other things to Second Life already? Yes. Can anybody who hasn't got payment information online say so? You will have to give them your PayPal or your credit card or your bank account details so that you can upload mesh. Is there anybody that wants to say no, they can't do this? Nick Schwartz says no. No, he says no, there's nobody that can. Gauzier says I can't. Is there a problem with adding your... and Simonetto can't? And Giovanni, I didn't try to get Linden dollars. Well, if you go up to the top left, where it says me in English.
Yes, it is, that's okay.
And go down to your account dashboard, you can see when the browser opens, your account summary, and there is where you put in either your bank details or your payment card or your PayPal account, and that's where we start. I'll give you a few minutes to do that, because really we can't go any further if you don't have payment information. And second question is, why would you want to upload mesh to Second Life? Well, the answers to that are that you can individualize your assets. You can put things that aren't common to everybody else. You can have your own unique items tailored to your use. So whatever your game is, or whatever you might be interested, or I don't know, in certain things, and you could find an appropriate model on the internet to use in your game. And if you upload mesh, you'll have full rights to your asset, which will give you full permissions. You can give it to students without anybody being upset. You're not breaking any copyright laws, and well, it's your own item. This is of great help. Well, Annie, I'd love to talk to you about lighter than prims, but we shall see about that. If you've got your own items with full rights, full permissions and everything, that means you can use them in holodecks. You have to have your own full permissions to use in holodecks. So that's one plus point of uploading mesh. And you can also upload to OpenSim. If you have stuff in Second Life, you can also upload the same thing to OpenSim. What does this mean? Does this mean transfer? Well, I suppose it would. If it's your own item, you can give it away to anyone. Okay. Holodeck.
Yes, I just wanted to ask if I build my own holodeck, do the items there without me giving it to anybody, other people can still use it if it's not transfer? If the objects sit within it?
If you build your own holodeck, all the items in a holodeck must be full perms. So that means if you go to Marketplace and you want some sort of item there and it's not full perm, when you close your holodeck, that item will disappear. Am I not right, Carol?
Yes, the copy mode for your own holodeck. Yes, that was the transfer if you want to share. Yep. Thank you very much. That's what I wanted to just ensure. Yeah. Thanks.
And has my point about OpenSim been made? That if you've got OpenSim as well as a Second Life plot, you can put the same items in OpenSim as well as Second Life because you own the item.
Now, are these .obj files or are they DAE
No, wait.
files?
I'll talk about that later. They are.
I'm jumping ahead.
They are .dae files.
Okay.
Right. The next point I want to make is that if you're a machinimist and let's say you used iClone, I think there's somebody here, I think it's Quavinus has iClone, or somebody. You could make a machinima in both iClone and in Second Life, and this is my major interest, to get the two working together to make a more sophisticated machinima than what is possible just in Second Life. Right, tick off that point. The reasons why not. I hope people are still trying to get payment information online, because we're not going to get very far if they don't get payment information online. But the reasons why you wouldn't use mesh is because the item probably already exists in the marketplace. There are thousands of items in the marketplace. And you'd have to have a lot of imagination to come up with something new. So that's one reason. Another reason you wouldn't use mesh is because it's probably simpler to build simple objects with prims. Third reason why you wouldn't want mesh is the cost of the detailed objects, both in land impact, prim count, and in Linden dollars, because prims, meshes are usually quite detailed. There's no point in having a simple mesh, a very simple mesh, if you can make it out of prims already. So there are certain reasons why not. Yes, Quavinus, you're doing very well with this pipeline and all these items. We'll have to have a discussion later on iClone. Marvellous. So Quavinus has iClone, but does anybody else have any sort of Besitos Pionia? Does anybody else have any modelling programs? Have they heard of any modelling programs? Blender, yes. Any other ones? Everybody's going on Blender, Blender, Blender. Maya, yeah. Anybody got Maya? SketchUp, yes. Autodesk, yes. Everybody's got Blender. Are they good at Blender? That's the question. Yep. SketchUp is free. Yep. So some people have some very sophisticated modelers, and some people have great ones. All good. I'll give you a list of modelers in a minute. Right, for those that have done the payment information, we now have to come over here, and we have to do the intellectual property quiz. I don't know what language everybody's in, but again, we have to go to me and account dashboard, and we go to account, mesh upload status. Everybody with me already? And
yep.
then we go on to mesh upload status. Now you can see my payment information is online, but I must first complete the intellectual property tutorial before you can upload mesh objects. So whatever language you're in, you will have to do this before you can upload mesh. So, do you want to do it now? You can do it now. I don't see that there's anything on screen that you're missing if you go to your account at the moment. Done 100%. Okay, we're going to go through the questions. Does anybody want me to go through the questions? They're common sense in progress, right? I'll leave this here for later. But Daniel is a very talented artist. He's a huge movie fan. Made a 3D model that looks like a character from his favourite movie. Naughty man.
Yes,
Can't upload it. Hello, I hear you.
Oh! Okay, I'm sorry. Could you tell me what you just wanted us to do? I already have a PayPal account, Barbara.
Barbara. Okay, you're now doing the intellectual property quiz, which you won't be able to do unless you do this quiz. You can't upload mesh.
Okay.
So
and where do I find the quiz?
Me, account, dashboard.
Okay.
Account.
Okay.
Mesh upload status. And your name here.
Okay.
And we're doing all these. They're common sense questions, really. But unless you get them all right, it won't let you upload mesh.
Sorry, are we doing this on an external website? Yeah, the external on the.
No, you're doing it on your Second Life viewer at the moment. So if you got up to the top right, and you've got payment information online, you'll be able to see all these things.
Second Life viewer. Sorry,
In Firestorm, it's just account. It's still at the top right, but you just go to your account and you get to your dashboard that way. Yes, you can do it online too, but
it works. I've found it, and I'm using Firestorm.
Excellent.
Okay, sorry, I haven't found it.
Cyber.
You go into your account online. You don't do it from inside Second Life. You go
onto an external browser.
right,
Yes.
and then
Okay.
type in Second Life and then pull up your account and then etc.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, 4 right so far. I think I've got 5
Right.
to go.
Okay, I'll give you a few more minutes.
How many questions are there?
10 questions.
Okay.
20 questions. Unfortunately, I can't do them for you. Okay. I hope as many of you have done it as possible. Now I'm going to put in the nearby chat a link to my Dropbox, which has some assets in it, very simple assets. I think they'll come down in zip folder, so if you unzip them to your desktop, that'll be the simplest place. In the Dropbox folder that I have given you, there are 3 .dae files and 1 texture. DAE, I found out the other day, stands for Digital Assets Exchange, if you're interested. How are people getting on with downloading their zip file? Done, says Carol.
Sorry, I'm still doing the questionnaire.
Okay, well, we'll wait. So,
That's right. Got it.
now I don't want you to spend any money, but I want you to be able to see a DAE file when it's being uploaded to Second Life, and you won't be able to do that without a DAE file. Okay, how is everybody doing? Have you all got DAE files?
Yes.
Where are they? Sorry.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to carry on, and I'm not asking you to actually upload a file to Second Life, because that'll cost you money, but I am asking you to go to your build menu and upload a model down to upload, and where underneath animation is upload model. Okay. And if you navigate to the place where you unzip them, I'm going to choose copy of Stanford Bunny. And I'm going to say open. Can you see it in your...
Hazel Giovanni hasn't got there, he's still doing questions, and Edijat hasn't got them downloaded yet.
Right, okay, I'll stop there.
I've got them sort of on the screen.
I'm nearly there. Thank you, Carol, for the link. Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm just about to get them all now.
While we're waiting, I can give another little piece of information which is that Second Life has a test grid. It has a beta grid, which is called the Aditi grid. I haven't had a lot of luck with it because sometimes there are some very strange items, but you have to go to Preferences, Advanced Preferences, and Show Grid Selection at Login, and when that is checked, you get a choice of 2 grids to log into, and the Aditi grid was specially made when they started with Mesh, but I don't think it's used as much as it used to be, and sometimes they put whole worlds on the Aditi grid, so I'm really just giving you information that is of no earthly use to you, but it was designed as a test grid where people could try out their meshes before they spent money on Second Life. Okay. Shall I carry on now with getting people to look at the upload window?
Do I need to? I already have a Dropbox account. Am I creating a new one?
No, you should be having a link from me that will allow you to download from my Dropbox straight to your computer.
I'm in your Dropbox.
Yeah.
I am in it, but I got a pop-up window saying, register for an account.
Oh,
okay.
Gosh.
At any rate, I'm in the
I think
account.
you could just close it. Yeah, I think they're just trying to sell you. Just close that.
Ignore it, said Carol.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. And anybody who isn't ready, please scream. Right.
Well, I'm still trying to do my payment.
Ah.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to upgrade, and
yeah,
it would just load forever.
Perhaps
you don't have to be premium, do you?
You need to have a payment information. I mean, we can
yeah.
some money.
Yeah.
Money won't help. Money won't help.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You need the questionnaire.
The whole point is that you need to have done this quiz, which is teaching you about intellectual property before you can upload any. Before you can even see this window that I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
And
you still need to have a payment information.
You still need to have payment information online, yes.
To upload Mesh. Because
yep.
I have some outs.
Yeah, that's.
To whom I give money, but I can still upload pictures. I haven't tried Mesh. I can still upload pictures because I've given money, I've transferred money to those accounts.
Yeah, well, Mesh is different. You have to have this intellectual property quiz completed.
If somebody's trying to catch up quickly, just answer no to anyone that has a no. And if they're multiple choice, look for the most restrictive answer.
That's right.
They just wanted you to know all the things you cannot do. I'm leaving it open to uploads window, the first window, Hazel.
Right. We're going to build, upload, and then we're going to choose model. Okay. And then we're going to select I'm going to use copy of Stanford Bunny, and I'm going to say open. Okay.
So were we supposed to download from your Dropbox file?
Yes, you're supposed to download a zip file from my Dropbox file.
Okay.
Unzip it, and you get 3 DAE files and 1 texture file.
I see. There's a download. I see. Okay. Sorry.
Hazel, is that an avatar shape, or what would you put? This model represents, what do you choose?
Just a minute.
You're getting ahead.
Yeah, zipping ahead. Helena has only got copy of ball. I don't know why that is. Perhaps going back to the zip file and seeing the other 3. It doesn't really matter.
I can't see them in the zip file, but when I try to upload model from the build option here, only the copy of ball DAE appears. But I can select that, and I get a black sort of board with different options.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to upload anything. I'm not asking you to spend any money. But as long as you can see this upload model window, that is a start. Okay?
Right. You know, Hazel, when I try to open the WinZip file, it says WinZip encountered problems. Would you like to view the detailed results of the last operation showing errors? Warning, it's read only.
Okay, you can right-click on any of those things in the Dropbox and just download one. You don't have to download everything. So just right-click on the bunny and download the bunny.
Thank you.
Nobody can see this window until you have done all the steps that I have been telling you about, which is very interesting. Bunny ready for development. Excellent. Okay. While we're here, we can have a look at what's on my list of things too.
Some functions like mesh upload with physics are not included in Firestorm. Does that mean I have to log out and log in with a different viewer?
It does work for me. It does work for me on Firestorm. I have the window open.
Okay, let me try once more. Upload mesh model.
It depends I think it depends whether it's 32 or 64-bit Firestorm. I've seen that message. I think
I have 64. Now it opened up to where I'm in my file folder. So let me what? Okay, let me go through.
If you see a bunny or a ball or I've forgotten what the other one is. Anyway, whatever you see, if you clicked upload now or whatever, you would get this into your inventory. But I don't want you to do it because it's just a waste of money.
I don't have that option, upload now.
Right, hang on. Sorry. Thank you, Winchell. You'd have to do calculate weights and fees. Weights and fee. It's nice to be corrected. And my bunny is going to cost me 28 lindens, it says. And the land impact, my bunny is going to be 37 impact. I don't know if that's 37 prims or impact. So the land impact of this bunny is 37. It is a lot. It's huge. Okay. Now, I don't know how many prims it would take you. Yes, it is expensive. It's extremely expensive. So this is what I said in the first instance, is that it's not for everybody. But if you tried making this bunny out of blocks and cylinders, I think you'd use a fair few prims, would you not? Mm-hmm.
And have lots of headaches, too.
Yes, I think you would. So I'm going to get rid of my big bunny, and I am going to put out a smaller bunny. I'm a bit worried that everybody's staring the other way. But there is a smaller bunny. Okay.
Are we supposed to be looking at the bunny?
Well, yes, you can look at the bunny, or you can look at whatever you like.
I was looking at the mesh upload status thing here.
You can turn around.
The question is, when does it become active, this upload? I mean, now we've calculated the price, but what else do you need to do?
You do upload, build, upload, model.
No, the upload, I see the upload fee is 28, but the upload button here in that thing is not active still.
That's your connection. It will eventually say upload, where it used to say calculate weights and fees. But if it's not doing
it, for the database, because mine just buzzed me. I hadn't done the last answer, and so now it's calculating and allowing, because it grays out the upload.
And when you choose one this model represents, what do we choose?
I have not found. I have searched and searched all over the wikis and everything. I haven't found anything that makes any difference. I wouldn't put it up as an avatar shape or an avatar attachment, but not really any of these or building component. I haven't found any advantage or disadvantage with any of those.
Okay.
Right. So Nuno has put up a big bunny and I got a little bunny, but there we go. Small, non-moving. Right, okay.
If you resize it, sorry, talking about the prims, Hazel.
The land impact. Yeah.
That's right. If you resize the mesh objects, it reduces. If you make it smaller or if you make it bigger, it just changes the impact, the land impact.
It does, yes, yes, yes. But it's still relatively high for such a thing. Yes, yes. Small objects are less land impact, but it has lots of other parameters, doesn't it? With the physics and the normals and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so let's delete. Who's doing all these bunnies? We're going to crash the sim if we're not careful. Okay. People have got so much
I thought we weren't supposed to upload it.
Not really, because we're gonna fill up the sim if we're not careful with all these, you know, high prim count bunnies. But because this is a games session, we're all doing games, I thought I might just show off by putting out a hat. Now somebody can touch the hat and you get a bunny. It should have a die script on it, which is not dying. Nick has done 3DLS. Why is my bunny not dying?
Bye, cruel world.
Oh dear. I don't know why my bunny isn't dying. It died yesterday, but it ain't dying
It can
today.
only die once.
Ah, it's gone now. It's gone now. Okay. Right. Delete. Right, it's gone. Okay. I want you all to go to one end of the sim. Let's say where the upload status is. I'm going to take that away. I'm going to delete that. I want you all to go over to where it says English tenses. Please. And now we're going to talk about normals. Do you all know about volume LOD factor?
Mm-hmm.
That is how things look at the further and closer you look at them. So if you would like to all one by one walk through the balls and see what is happening to the balls. If those, no, I should have got you to put the LOD factor to normal, to default first. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you go to your advanced menu.
That's right. Show debug settings. Volume LOD factor.
So it's control, to get the advanced menu, control Alt D.
Yes, I think so.
Where do you go then?
Volume, you type in volume LOD factor, don't you?
You don't have to type the whole thing, and it'll end up showing render volume LOD factor, and it has a normal value of 2.
Yeah.
And I guess what you're going to have is move it up to 4, right?
I'm asking you to set it to default.
Okay.
Really low, 1 or 1.25. Okay. So if it's default, this is what newbies and people will see. Okay. If you've got your LOD factor, LOD, level of detail factor, set very low, as I've asked you to do, at 1 or 1.25, now you can walk through the 2 balls and see what is happening. Carol can't navigate. Yes. Do you see a difference? This is the same geometry uploaded.
So I can't walk through the balls, but they certainly look different.
Right.
Yeah.
But you did say walk through them. You didn't say go between them.
Oh, nitpick.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they were phantom or something.
You're
talking
physics, yeah. Walk between the balls. Rightio. So have I demonstrated what normals look like?
Yes.
One of these balls is uploaded. Let's go back to upload a model. Upload a model, and this time.
So is one of these mesh and one isn't?
No, they're both the same.
How come they look different?
On the outside.
This is what I'm trying to show you.
Okay.
So if we choose copy of ball, right, and we can see on the upload menu, Do you see where it says generate normals?
Oh.
On the first page, when you're uploading one of the balls, copy of ball.
Upload model and copy of ball.
Right. If the crease angle is 0, right, why didn't it do it? It looks all like it's made out of not quite squares. And we uncheck generate normals and then change the crease angle, which isn't working now. Right, let's do clear settings and reset form to get us back to the beginning, and it's not working for me. Check.
Are you trying to change the resolution?
The crease angle. The crease angle I'm trying to change to 180.
75.
Put mine to 1, and it's great big squares now. I put mine to 1, and I can see all the squares that are on the one that we just walked between.
Right.
By.
Right. So that is taught you, demonstrated what this generate normals and the crease angle is. It's not exactly smoothing, but it's sort of smoothing, if we want to get really technical about it.
But why do you want the normals? Why do you need
Let's say you've got a very nice model that you've spent days and days making, and it's got hard edges, and then you upload it with the sort of soft setting at 180 or even 75, and it begins to look all sort of wishy-washy. It's lost the sharpness of the first setting of 0 crease angle.
I can't alter my crease angle.
You've got to have a tick in generate normals.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
I found I had to reset the form.
Oh dear.
Display edges?
No, where are you looking?
Over on the left, Barbara. Right over on the left.
I clicked generate normals and I decreased the crease angle.
I think you've got a connection problem if it never goes to upload.
I decreased to 35. I'll try one.
One is amazing.
The ball doesn't look any different.
Oh, mine does.
In the preview picture?
Yeah.
If it doesn't,
clear settings, reset form.
Yeah, try resetting the form.
You reset the form, you change the crease angle, and then you calculate weights and fees, and you should see it change into your preview.
Calculate weights and fees. Okay, sorry. Okay, I see it.
Yeah,
By the way, when Second Life uploads a mesh, it remembers what you've done, and it puts a little file in the same place, in the same folder that your mesh was, called a .slm file. And if you upload lots of meshes like I do, you might suddenly begin to, what the hell are all these SLM files? I didn't do anything about them. They just came from nowhere. Can I delete? Yes, they're safe to delete. It's Second Life remembering what you did with your
So SLM
mesh.
stands for Second Life Memory, huh?
Maybe, could do.
Oh, it could stand for Second Life, maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Right.
Monster. I mean, we could come up with a lot of things.
We could. So, have normals been explained? I think so.
Yes.
Let's get rid of the balls. Delete. Somebody made a shiny one.
Do you need the normals to put a texture on or colour on or something?
I think the model itself will have textures. I think the best way of texturing a model is have it textured before you even start to upload it. When you usually, if you're uploading a model with textures, clicking the textures tab will show you the textures that are on that model that you have created in another modeling program. Righty-ho.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Now. Okay. So we've done normals. Next one we're going to worry about. I'm going to do this block. What is this block? It'll look terrible if people are looking at it with a volume LOD factor, render volume LOD factor of 1, which is what the default is at Second Life. Okay, so if we walk away from this shape, polygon, whatever it is, polygonal shape, we will see that it all falls to bits. Now, do you want to know why that does that?
Yes, I've always wondered.
Right. We'll go back to our build menu. We will go back to upload model. And we're going to do copy of LOD size in just uploading, just pretending to upload it. We'll click textures because it has textures on it, this model. And with Alt and Control Alt, we'll see that it's got colors on it. Nice pretty colors. Now look at the triangles and the vertices. You see that there are 32 triangles, 64 vertices, and then the next one down is 11 and 13. So
mine are different.
Really?
I have 3254 for high, 1133 for the rest.
How strange. Mine's 65.
Whoa.
Well, Second Life is strange, isn't it?
It is.
It really is. Okay. Now, underneath the window where the object is, it says high to start with, and then it goes down to medium, which you click on, and then it goes to low, and the object is, well, it's not deteriorating much. Second one. Okay. But if I wanted this object to be seen nicely in this sandbox at this distance, I could go over to underneath where it says source. It says high load from file, which is taking it from the place that the object is stored, that the file is stored. Medium, I will click on the drop-down menu and I will use the LOD above, and I'm getting all the triangles and vertices above, from above, and I'm going to do that on the low one, use LOD above, and I'm going to do that again for the use LOD above, Then I'm going to calculate weights and fees and upload it. And now I will put out
for about another hour.
Another thingy. Right. So this one, when you walk away from it, because you've done all the LODs, all the level of details, it will never sort of vanish. That's just another factor you have to think about when uploading mesh.
So to summarize, all you did was do load from file and then use load above.
That's right. But of course, if I'm using the LOD above, every time I'm doing that, I'm increasing the price, aren't I? So we have trouble there, we have trouble there, we have trouble there. I'm just looking at the time. My God. LOD to how much? Use the LOD above, Cyber.
So mine comes to 21, Lyndon.
Right.
And the preview is in black and white. It's not in color, right?
You can click on the texture tab underneath the
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's become colored now. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
So that's telling you what LOD does and the price of it, and why a lot of things in Second Life look completely damaged. But of course, if you go back to using render volume LOD at 4 or 3, most things look all right.
So the developer can load it up where it's crummy, but you can fix it by fixing the bug settings, right?
That's right. If you increase your LOD factor, volume, whatever it's called, I can't remember. Yes, you fix what the developer hasn't done properly, and you see a lot of those things. I suspect they were done quite early.
Yeah.
Sorry to be just annoying, but where do you change that LOD factor?
Right, build, upload, model.
Got the upload model, and then the second tab, is it?
It says source.
Oh, source, right.
The first one says load from file, and the next one says generate.
Right.
And there's a drop-down menu, and it says use LOD above. Do you see that?
Uh-huh.
And your triangles and vertices are going up every time.
Right. Got it. Now I got it. Thank you.
Hey, okay. Right. Okay, let's destroy these things, because delete. I need some space now. I didn't go through all the programs that are very good for this conversion to DAE files, but a lot of people already know it. SketchUp is a very good program. Sculptris, I don't know if anybody knows, it's like you get a ball of clay, and you get some very organic shapes, but you have to be a very good sculptor. And it also has a useful thing, which is reducing the amount of polygons in a model. Blender will also do that. DAZ Studio will do that. 3D Builder, which comes as standard with Windows, I think Windows 8 and 10. And another one that Jens swears by is 123D Design. I think I've got a note card.
Sculptress, you said?
Sculptress from Pixelogic. Pixelogic Sculptress. Let me look at my note cards.
So, Pixelogic.
How do I share? Share. If I share with all those near me, I'm going to select all those near me.
So I'm going to ask a question that maybe you answered before I got sound. I've never done mesh. I've certainly done a lot of building, but I've done it with the in-world tools. And so the big advantage of mesh is that you can use it like clay. You can reduce the number of polygons.
You can reduce the number of polygons, but just remember, like with that LOD factor business, if you knock out a polygon that's useful on one of the edges, the model will fall apart. So it's a matter of making your model as simple as possible, and that's another story.
And are these programs like Blender and stuff fairly intuitive to use?
Blender is a nightmare.
Oh yeah? Which one do you recommend?
I recommend SketchUp. Very easy and intuitive, and really not much else. Blender is free, of course, and if you get past the interface, it's an amazing program. Everybody says so.
Is there anybody here used Blender before? And what did you think of it, Nick? Did is the key word. Okay. iClone?
iClone is not really a modeler. It's more of an animator.
I guess I would have to just try one of these to understand what it really does.
Absolutely.
Are you working at the pixel level with it? Like I use Photoshop for a few things, and is it
I don't know,
like that where
it's polygons? It's
polygon level, vertex level, yes.
Yeah, based on vertex.
So it's really tiny increments you're working at, or you have a range of increments?
You can make things as big or as small as you like. There is no scale on in modelers until you give it a scale.
It's not like bitmaps. They're all done on calculations, algorithms.
Yeah. Okay, this is a model that I have made, aren't I brilliant, in SketchUp. Okay, it's the simplest you can do. And lo and behold, people can walk inside it, hopefully. Right. So this is not the point of why I have put this up.
I can't walk inside it.
Who can't walk inside?
Oh, I see. There's a door. Oh, I was just trying to walk the door.
Like a normal person. We're not normal.
No.
Right. But if
so how long did it take you to make this?
About 5 minutes.
Okay.
But
is that a Boolean that you cut the door out with?
No. SketchUp is really much more simpler than Booleans. You just put a square on the floor, you pull it up, you make a square in the wall, and you push it through, and you make a door, and it's magic.
Well, that's good, because this would have to be, well, 2, I guess, objects otherwise.
It's a very simple and ugly building. I'm not recommending it for anything at all. What I'm doing is just going to show you about physics. You are all interested in physics. At the moment, this object is using a physics shape, which again was done with the uploading menu, and it's using the physics shape of prim. I'm going to change the physics shape to convex hull. Convex hull is like wrapping something, your food, in cling film to put it in the fridge after a meal. Now try and walk through the door. Other people try? See, there's an invisible piece of cling film that's stopping you going through.
Oh, well, that's aggravating.
Isn't it just? But that's
that's
again,
what we're here for.
if we go back to the upload thing, and we're looking at the middle tab is physics. Right, are we all back to uploading something? The upload model. The middle tab is physics. Okay, and we're back to level of detail. So we've got to choose one of the options. We'll choose high. It doesn't really matter what object you're trying to upload, but we'll choose high, and we'll say physics will now be checked underneath the little window. Is that correct with everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't found physics. Where's that?
The middle tab.
Tabs.
Level of detail, physics, and then upload options.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Right. So I've got it at high at the moment. I don't know why I'm doing it high. I don't want anybody to upload and waste their money. We could say analyze. It won't make any difference. And again, we'll go to upload, fee, and calculate weights and fees, and upload, etc., etc., etc. Okay, that will give us a physics shape, which has been calculated by Second Life and is represented in this block house. So when I turn the physics shape on, people can walk inside it, and when I turn it to convex hull, they can't walk inside it. Okay. Right, we're going on and on a bit. Edit.
Sorry, I'm lost again. Say it again. Where is that?
What in the upload menu?
Yes, in the upload menu.
Right. Build upload model. It's the middle tab. There's level of detail, physics, and upload options. I don't know what they are in German. Physics. What's German for physics?
It sounds like French.
Well, I speak in English, but I still can't see the the other one.
The first tab is level of detail. Yes, where we did all that.
Yes, yeah, level of detail, got it. So the second tab is physics, and then you choose under step 1, you choose high, no? Or you choose something, because otherwise it's all inactive.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant fireworks.
Yeah, right. I would use high if I had this block house and I wanted to walk inside it. I would use lowest for let's say the bunny, because all I want is people to stop walking on my bunny. High level of physics, that is the shape is closely modeled to the shape of the model, and low is just a wrap round the whole thing, like cling film on a banana going in the fridge. And while we're at it, we'll look at upload options. We can see if you can check include textures. So if it has textures on it which are already made in the modeler, they will be seen in the upload window, the colors, and blah de blah de blah. We can also see scaling there, and the dimensions, they just look like numbers, but in fact they're in square meters. So
is it then if I choose the level of detail high or low or whatever, is then the browse button, is that supposed to become active, and then I can put an object in another physics, or what is it? Because I can't do anything then after that, or what else is there to do?
There might be a little yellow line round your object.
Yes, it is, yeah.
And physics is checked in your underneath that display window, and that means that model now has physics in it.
Ah, okay, thanks.
Which means that we can walk inside this and walk outside it. Okay.
Ah, okay, super. Thank you.
So, just a word about the scale. The numbers mean meters, and we all know that a block is 0.5 meters, don't we? Because we're clever. That is 0.5 meters. So those numbers in the scale, that is 0.5 meters. Right, okay. Right, I think I've trolled on enough. So.
Did very well.
We'll
trolled on? Is that what you said?
Trolled on enough. Okay. So now we've got the pièce de la résistance, which you've all been waiting for. We know that it was in the wiki. So now we have to have the Trojan Rabbit.
Ah, so that's where it was coming from the wiki.
Yeah.
Where is the Trojan Rabbit? There's the Trojan Rabbit. Now we know all about the Trojan Rabbit. Just a minute. We've got a Trojan Rabbit poster. Right.
Just remember to get in the Trojan Rabbit before you seize the castle.
That's right.
That's cool. I'm sitting in it. Hope no room to sit.
Right. So this model is downloaded from my favorite library, of which you can find many on the internet. This is from Google Warehouse. Well, it's Trimble now. Trimble 3D Warehouse. You get access to it directly from SketchUp Make. So I downloaded this model, which is the Trojan Rabbit, and I deleted the wheels and the signpost and the ground, and then I SketchUp Make does export DAE files as native, so we're all laughing. Okay, so this went up to Second Life, and now I'm just going to edit it, and I'm going to object, and I'm going to make it physical. Oh no, don't fall over, don't fall over.
Oh.
So we can now push the Trojan Rabbit into the castle.
Oh.
I don't know if one person can do it, or perhaps it needs two. Oh.
Woo!
Okay, two people seem to.
Oh, I'm getting a ride.
Me too.
Yeah, well, you're quite heavy there, bro.
Hey, I've been dieting.
Faster. Come on.
No.
That all you got?
You're heating something. You're hitting something. I think it would help me.
Show us what you got.
Something is getting us stuck. Let's try again. Addy, Nick.
The weight.
Yeah, let me try.
Someone got in. Oh, there you are.
Oh, you're pushing against Helen. Elena.
I'm getting puffed.
Elena.
Oh, this is very cool. This is a very, very cool activity.
If you've got a...
Oh, we're stuck against the panel.
You are, yes. You have to use a reverse gear. But if you've got a class on Monty Python's Flying Circus, you're well away.
It's like almost every time.
It's Holy Grail.
Mm-hmm. Holy Grail. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Now, I think also if you touch it,
you open the door.
well, you also you get a link to the Monty Python.
Oh, taking a pose at the top.
You get a link to the actual film. So all sorts of things done there. Okay.
Trying to pull us back into the real world.
And that's me. I think I'm done. I don't think I can say any more at this point.
Okay. I downloaded SketchUp, so I'll be trying it.
Excellent.
And I'll know who to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask as well, because I've found some really, really fantastic models as well, 3D models on TurboSquid, which is an exchange area.
I hope they're free. Yeah.
No, they're not.
No.
I'm quite happy. I mean, I'm happy to pay for something of quality and and reward the person who's actually spent time making it. But anyway,
well, be very, very careful. Be very, very careful, because you might be downloading something that's got billions of polygons in it, and it'll be no good to you in Second Life.
That's right. But the second thing is as well, just like some other texture websites, they don't allow you to actually upload on Second Life because of the user agreement or term of use.
Yeah.
That was quite controversial about a couple of years ago.
Yes, I'm sure that's true, and but you're good, honest teachers. You won't be malicious merchants trying to sell and profit from other people's hard-earned work, will you? You're good, honest people.
Hopefully.
Oh, a question we can answer yes to. I like it.
Yeah.
And it's under fair use. But anyway, I think that the best way of uploading someone else's creation, and even if you pay for it, is to have an agreement with that person that you can upload on Second Life. OpenSim is not so much of a problem, but it's Second Life. It's really the term of use of Linden Lab, imposed by Linden Lab, with other people's creations. Hence your questionnaire, I guess.
It's really the same with all things Second Life. They've had to tighten up every rule and law because there were people copying and selling other people's stuff. But I don't know. I mean, how much money are you going to make from a Trojan Rabbit? I'm sure it's okay for a class or two.
I think this Trojan Rabbit kind of violates some of those questions.
Yes.
Did you contact Monty Python people?
Yeah, yes, of course. I they're just down the road.
They're good friends of yours. Yeah. Okay.
Good friends.
Yeah.
I got turned down from the Arab Gate. They wouldn't let me film in there.
Right.
Why? What was the problem?
I don't know, but they're vampires. She looks like a vampire, and I said I just wanted 1 minute of video, and it was just building and me, no people. But I've never been turned down before. I've rejected.
Never turned down in many places. The hallucinations place, virtual hallucinations never got back. They just never ever came back to us. But we were turned down at one place, one jungle place, but it's very rare. It's a shame, isn't it? But
and Berlin's not getting back to me, the woman at Berlin, and I'm sure she'll let me because she works with Drax, right? And they're doing all that testing for Oculus Rift. So I wish she'd get back to me. I maybe need to find another way to contact her.
I have plans.
You should put this sound on Collision.
Mm-hmm.
Hazel, I can see you. You are in R2D2
now. I've vanished for myself. I'm just a triangle. Oh, right. Yeah, I can see myself now. Yeah. Well, somebody's been naughty, haven't they? They've uploaded something in direct contradiction. I can't remember the word.
Uh-oh.
Who knows how to speak English in this class?
Contradiction's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I personally live for contradictions.
But we live by sarcasm and contradictions.
Mm-hmm.
Just say no.
And a big round of applause to Hazel for this one.
That was great.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Contravention, that's the word. I'm going to get myself a drink, and I shall bid
water.
you all.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Stronger than water now, I think. Thanks ever so much.
Night all.
Night night. Take care.
Bye, Hazel.
Take good care.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Right, I'm going to stop filming. I just hope the sound and everything was already set up because I never did any testing. I just literally pressed the button to start filming. So I might not have anything.
Well, Nuno, if he recorded, he had very good sound.
Yes, Nuno had brilliant sound the other day, so hopefully.
Yes.
Nuno, you
I'm
look
ever
like...
so sorry I was late. But I think I got most of it on Adobe as well now. What was the first bit? Did you do, what kind of questions did you do?
everybody had to sign up for payment online at Linden Lab and fill in the mesh uploading form. So we're doing all of the what's it questions? Yeah, the 10 questions about piracy, basically. So everybody had to do that so that we could all, and then go and download the models. And I think that's about when you came.
Okay, and that's when I just joined, so that's okay. We still got most of it. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Rocket Man, is that one? I'm trying to remember what character.
Iron Man, maybe, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Helena, you look kind of space age. Your eyes.
Yeah.
What? I am actually in all respects because my computer has been playing up. Items here. I'm wearing a hollow visor so that I have a holistic kind of attitude of whatever is going on in all kinds of lives here. I've really enjoyed this
nice.
session. Yeah, it's been very useful and inspiring. I think I'll be doing a lot of homework after tonight. Yeah, it's been something completely different.
Yeah.
So